Hello everyone. In a world driven by real-time insights, manual data pipelines are a bottleneck of the past. I'm Unicorntechint, and at Unicorntech Integration, we believe in efficiency by design. Today, we're going to explore our dynamic data loader, a config-driven ETL engine built to eliminate complexity and bring true automation to Microsoft Fabric at scale. Let's dive in. As we move into a more complex data landscape, we're seeing a massive paradigm shift in how we handle engineering. On the left, you see the old way, manual coding. It's a tangled mess of scripts that's hard to maintain and even harder to scale. To solve this, we've moved toward a streamlined, automated architecture built on three pillars. Config-driven ETL. We've eliminated hard coding. To add a new table, you just update a SQL configuration. Zero code changes required. Single pipeline and notebook. Instead of hundreds of individual scripts, one dynamic PySpark notebook handles everything through parameter injection. Autonomous logging. We've removed the human element from tracking. Every row count and error is captured automatically. This isn't just a small change. It's about making our data infrastructure smarter, faster, and fail-proof. This blueprint illustrates our secure data ingestion flow. The Fabric pipeline acts as the brain here. It queries our SQL sources and securely retrieves credentials via Azure Key Vault to avoid any plain text risks. From there, it triggers a Spark notebook that dynamically processes and writes that data directly into our Bronze Lakehouse's Delta tables. It's automated, secure, and highly efficient. Now let's look at the brain of our system. We've simplified everything into configuration control. By separating the where from the what, we've turned complex engineering into a simple task. Instead of writing hundreds of lines of code, we now manage everything through just 2 tables. This allows your team to scale data ingestion instantly using simple SQL, while keeping all credentials secure and centralized. When choosing an ingestion pattern, we always start with the use case. For small, static data, we keep it simple with a master overwrite. But as we scale into time series or complex header details, we move toward incremental patterns to stay efficient. You'll notice that as we move toward custom query, the flexibility goes up, but so does the complexity. The key is to choose the pattern that delivers the best performance without over-engineering the solution. Moving on to our standard load patterns. For master data, we use a full overwrite strategy. It's simple and ensures 100% accuracy, which is ideal for smaller static tables like branch or product lists. For transaction data, we take a more surgical approach. Instead of reloading everything, we use date columns to delete only overlapping periods and then append the new data. This allows us to handle massive volumes while significantly saving bandwidth. Moving into more complex flows, we have 2 specialized load patterns designed to handle tricky data scenarios. First, transaction by parent solves the classic missing timestamp issue. It intelligently links detail tables back to their headers to ensure every record is accurately dated before updating. Second, for everything else, we have custom query. This gives you ultimate flexibility to run multi-table joins or legacy extractions, while keeping the security and automation of our core engine. Now let's talk about a real lifesaver for our data team, Delta-compliant sanitization. We all know that Apache Parquet and Delta Lake are very picky. They'll crash your pipeline if they see a single space or a special character in a column name. Instead of having our engineers manually fix this every time, we built this regex sanitization engine. It acts like a smart filter. It catches those messy names you see on the left and automatically scrubs them into clean, separated versions on the right. The result? 0 pipeline crashes and a lot of saved hours for our engineering team. It's simple, smart, and completely hands-off. Now, let's talk about performance. To handle massive datasets, we use automated partitioning. By simply setting the column to a year-month format, our engine automatically organizes data into the bronze layer. The big win here is partition pruning. When you run a query, the system instantly skips irrelevant data and only hits what's needed. This means faster insights and significantly lower compute costs. Let's look at the operator's journey. We've streamlined the process of onboarding a new table into 5 clear steps. First, we verify the connection to ensure our target database is ready. Next, we select the load type based on whether it's a master or transaction table. Then, we simply insert the config into our control table. Once that's set, we trigger the pipeline, either manually or on a schedule. Finally, we verify the lakehouse by checking the generated Delta table in the bronze layer. It's that simple. Security is often the biggest hurdle in production, but we've made it seamless. Instead of hard-coding sensitive data, we use Azure Key Vault as our single source of truth. Your Spark notebooks fetch credentials securely at runtime using MS Sparkutils. This means no passwords in your code, no leaks in your logs, just enterprise-grade protection by design. Next, let's look at how we ensure data integrity. Our system features autonomous quality control and logging. As you can see on the left, the pipeline is fully self-aware. It automatically updates its status and health in real time. But we don't just stop at success or failure. We capture granular telemetry, tracking everything from exact durations to the precise row count processed. This means if anything ever goes wrong, we have the full diagnostic story ready for immediate troubleshooting. When we talk about the modern data engine, we're talking about moving past the old bottlenecks. First, we offer infinite scalability. You can scale from 10 to 10,000 tables just by updating a SQL row, with no messy pipeline duplication. Second, we deliver accelerated speed by removing hours of manual ETL coding, so your BI team gets raw data instantly. And finally, we ensure bulletproof reliability. By using standardized patterns and autonomous logging, we effectively take human error out of the equation. That brings us to the end of our presentation. We're ready to help you revolutionize your data pipelines. All our contact details, including our office location and line ID, are displayed here on the screen for your convenience. Feel free to reach out anytime, and we look forward to working with you. Thank you.